Hello, my darling friend. The Disruptor is one of my very favourite storytelling games. It's fun and playful. You can play it with 2 or more people, and it's great for long car journeys, short bus rides, before a meal, or maybe at the end of a long busy day at school when the children are waiting to go home. It's included in my book, 7 Secrets of Spontaneous Storytelling, and I'm just about to go round to my friend's house so we can demonstrate to you how to play the game. But whilst I'm getting ready, let me just tell you the rules or the instructions, and when we get there we can dive straight in. So first of all, somebody begins a tale, anything out of the air. And one of the listeners throws in a random word, and it's good if it's not associated with the story at all. The teller has to weave that into the story, and once that word has been incorporated, another listener can throw in another word, and then you can continue offering these disruptive words, but only one at a time and when each one has been included. Okay, so I'm now ready to go round to my friend's house, and why don't you come with me? So here I am with my gorgeous friends, and we're going to play the Disruptor. And they've very kindly invited me to tea, so we're waiting for that to arrive, and we're going to play in the meantime. This is the Disruptor. Do you want me to start?
Yes.
Shall I start? Okay. So what I'm going to do is think of something. It was a really hot sandy beach, and there was a tiny palm tree, but nobody could see the palm tree. It was
Tin can.
nestled in between all of these other huge trees. And all around the beach was debris. There was tin cans, there was plastic bottles, there was all sorts of rubbish. It isn't at all how that beach would have been when the pterodactyls were around. And it seemed that the people who lived around the beach had made a real mess of it.
Puddles.
And they just seemed to make all of this mess and nobody bothered. Now, one day, Herbie was walking down the beach with his dog Pebbles, and they were sniffing around and he was rummaging, and he was an artist, and Herbie loved to make things, and he collected lots of things, debris, the plastic bottles and the tin cans, but also moss and twigs, so that he could make these
sandwiches.
Incredible. No. He could make these incredible pieces of art. And then what he would do is go to the local market, sit with his cup of tea and his sandwiches, and wait for people to buy.
Nose hairs.
Thank you, Hen. And he was quite a quirky guy, was Herbie. So Pebbles was sitting at his feet, and he was waiting for people to buy these beautiful pieces of art, and he would be eating his sandwiches, and all of a sudden he'd realise there were nose hairs in his sandwiches, because he'd actually got his tweezers out and realised he'd got very long sprouting nose hairs.
Ears hairs.
And ear hairs and what are these called? Eyebrows. And okay, so you get the picture. We've probably gone on for far too long. But what we could then do is play the game where we pass the story between us. You up for this?
Sure.
Yes? Okay. So we've got ear hairs, nose hairs, we've had those, and there he is with his sandwich, deciding he might not eat it.
So, with his sandwich deciding he might not eat it, he calls over an assistant.
Eyeballs.
He goes, "There's ear hairs and there's nose hairs in my sandwich. I don't want to eat this." And the assistant goes, "Why don't you want to eat it? It's ear hairs. This is the ear hair shop. You come here if you have long ear hairs. Look at that person. He's got massive eyeballs. What do you
Giraffe.
expect?
Giraffe.
And the assistant pointed over to the manager. He says, look, if you have a problem, talk to the manager. So he goes over to the manager and says, oh, there's this guy, he doesn't want to eat the ear hairs we're serving him. And the manager goes, oh, that's not very good. Give him a loyalty card. So he comes back and the assistant gives him a loyalty card. It looks like a giraffe.
It's in the shape of a
In
giraffe.
the shape of a giraffe.
Brilliant.
There's no punch cards though, it's just a paper giraffe.
Oh, yes,
He's just
okay.
giving him
Paper giraffe.
how is this a loyalty card? It's just a paper giraffe. It's
Ah.
not a paper giraffe.
And he says, why? Why is it a paper giraffe? And he said,
Clay.
because the person who first started this shop is called Mr. Giraffe. And he got together with Mr. Clay and they created the most impressive shop.
So, once they created the shop, the mayor of the town said, wow, this is the best shop we've ever had. And they gave him a golden crown. Now, Mr. Clay was, oh, I want a golden crown too, but the mayor didn't give him a
Large coasters.
Well, what a fantastic afternoon. Lovely, lovely game of Disruptor, gorgeous tea. Thank you so much to Steph and Will and Hen, who were brilliant sports and have the most incredible imaginations. It was a blast. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I would love you to play Disruptor yourselves. And if you do, let me know how it goes, whether you enjoy it or not. Give me a like if you do, maybe a comment, tell me how it is. Thank you for watching. Happy, happy storytelling.